Hello Cancers, and thank you so much for joining me for the February of 2022 Psychic Tarot reading. I'm Vickie Verlie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess at vickieverlie.com or Rock and Roll Prophetess on YouTube. Don't be fooled by imposters. We're going to do the tarot reading with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, my own design. Then we're going to follow up with an animal totem card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, also my own design. If you're a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be some additional clarifying cards pulled in the extended reading from the Medicine Woman Tarot deck by Carol Bridges. Alright, so let's get started. Yeah, there's a lot of twos this, obviously. It's February, we're going to have February 2nd of 2022, and then we're also going to have February 22nd of 2022. And numerology, there's different versions, but I always use you, Cancerians, as the 2. And I use 2 for the moon, which is your ruler, and I use 2 for you. Everybody's going to be affected by this. Everybody's going to be affected by it, but I feel like there's just a little bit of extra there for our Cancerians because you are ruled by the moon, and that is the number 2. But it's all your best qualities will be coming forth with this energy, you know. The intuitiveness, the feminine, the divine feminine, caring, nurturing, you know, all these sorts of things can really come through on these portals for these 2s that are opening up. Okay, this is for Cancer Sun sign, Cancer Moon sign, or anybody with a lot of Cancer in their chart. It doesn't have to be those 3. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We're going to start with the Celtic cross, and then we're going to continue on and find you in the actual spread. Okay, so we have the very first card out is talking about a stalemate, like it's something that we can't get over, we can't get past, and it does seem to be like it's somebody showing up as the King of Rods or Queen of Rods here. This may be the person that you're on the outs with, or you're having a disagreement with, or the guys are coming through with you're at an impasse. There's an impasse here. So this is where it's at. They are moving into the past. They may be a fire sign person, a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. We are going to be having a full moon in Leo on the 16th. So that could be when things kind of come to a head. You know, full moons bring things to culmination, bring things to a head. But it does look like they are maybe moving into the past for you. There's going to be some kind of reason to celebrate. Maybe it's Valentine's Day if you're in the U.S., or, you know, I don't know, or maybe it's somebody's birthday coming up, but there's going to be a time of happiness and celebration. So for some of you, you may run into them. There might be some kind of a wedding or an event coming up, and you might run, like, uh-oh, there they are. I knew they'd be here. What am I going to say? What am I going to do? So it could be like that, but it might not even be them. There's a strong feeling of these 2 cards together with the 6 of Cups, of being at some kind of celebration. You know, Valentine's Day, a lot of people get married in the U.S. on Valentine's Day, so maybe even a wedding or some kind of birthday gathering, whatever, and bam, you know, somebody's there. Somebody from the past is strongly showing up. It may not be this person that you had this bad disagreement with. These could be 2 separate things. It's going to be different for everybody. On the business front, it looks like you're really rocking. When these 2 cards show together, this looks like some really strong energy of work, business, achievement, success, these kinds of things. And you've got both of them. It's really strong also for like having your own business. This is another thing that is very strong with this combination here. But, you know, financially with business, things are really on track. There is some kind of an offer coming in, possibly. This might be in the time of Pisces. Now we're going to move into Pisces after the 18th of this month. We'll be moving into the sign of Pisces. So something coming along potentially at that time, some kind of an offer. Have strength and have patience because it's something that's going to build over time. I don't feel like this is like a flash in the pan or instant turnaround with money and stuff. It feels like this with these 2 cards, actually these 3, it really feels like, you know, this is something that's being built up over time, slowly, building for your future. I'm going to write that down as you're over here, building for your future. But it looks like it could be really a nice future. Your future is bright. I'm going to put bright. I might change it later. Okay, so let's continue on. You being a water sign, you're going to be one of the water sign court cards. So either the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, or the King of Cups. So I'm going to keep going until one of those cards show up, and then we're going to just look at the cards that are surrounding it. There you are, King of Cups. I want to put them all in the upright so they're easier to read too. So if any letters and words pop out at you, definitely pay attention to that. Let me find a place for these cards. Okay, so here you are, the King of Cups. This is representing you. Doesn't matter if you're not a male. It's every gender. You are coming out of something here. There is some struggle and argument or fighting going on, but then from this springs this new thing. And this is the card that really grabs me out of this group here. You know, this is the struggle and, you know, the upset, this new beginning, and it points right up at the Chariot above you there. Chariot is success and victory. There's been some things that I feel like there's been things going on that are just not working for a really long time. And for a lot of you, if this feels more like work and it's just like, well, we don't want to. This reminds me of like maybe like a website's malfunctioning and it's just like, yeah, I know I got to redo that website, but it's just such a hassle. And this one wants to do it this way, this one wants to do it that way, but then you finally redo the website and it's so much better and you're just so glad you did it. It might not be a website, of course, you know, it can be anything. Enlist the help of others. Even if that went bad for you in the past, it could possibly go really well for you this time. Again, the moon is showing up, and I mentioned that full moon. Well, there's a new moon on the very first in the sign of Aquarius, on the first of the month. And then there's also going to be that full moon in Leo, which came up in the other part. I think this is kind of confirmation about that full moon in Leo. You're going to really, there's going to be some kind of shining on this past relationship thing. There's going to be some positive people around here. You've got this younger, I was going to say Leo, but this younger fire sign person, and then you've got this air sign person, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So these are positive people that are around you and that you're interacting with in a positive way. You can trust them. It feels like you're kind of leery about them. Like you're over here like, oh, I don't know. Looks like work relationship. Oh, I don't know. Do I want to trust them? Yeah, I feel like it's a good thing. And I feel like it's going to be a team effort leading up to that Chariot. And Chariot is your card too. I might write that down. Team effort. Yeah, but it's going to be a team effort, and it's all coming to this culmination of this Chariot, which is like a really excellent card. Okay, I'm going to move on and get your animal totem. But first I want to really quickly, I'm so excited because my Sigil book is finally out, and I actually have the print copy. Sigils are little symbols that have power and help you manifest and create things, and they're really fun to do. And this is a workbook that just takes you through the steps of it. And then there's templates and then blank pages to create with, so you have everything all in one place. So check that out. And another quick announcement, I am opening up for the Aries Ingress readings. Always really popular, so if you wanted to get on that, that will be available as well for a limited time. So what's going on with our Cancerian friends for February? 22222, 2022. Let's see here. I'm going to take this top card. The Camel. The Camel is about transportation and travel. When you get the Chariot and the Camel, you could be moving, you could be traveling. It's also about having enough, they got that hump and they can, you have enough for the long journey or enough for the long run, So let's read what I wrote initially. Dragon of the desert, wayfaring soul, sure-footedness amidst the shifting sands, overcoming insurmountable odds, preparing for the journey ahead. The journey could be literal or figurative. It could go either way, but I think for some of you, you may be traveling. You may be traveling to go to this event, or at this event, people may come from out of town. Like if it is a wedding, there may be out-of-town relatives or somebody there. And I feel like that's going to be this connection to this from the past thing. And I feel like there's unfinished business. Maybe I should put that as the headline, unfinished business, because that comes through very strong for you guys. There's unfinished business regarding this relationship. Now, it could be a couple different things. There might not just be one relationship. It almost feels like the South Node thing here that's going on. And the South Node isn't Scorpio, but that's a trine to your Cancer energy, because it feels like maybe it's just in some cases, but for you, it could go both ways. Maybe there's one person there, it's like, oh no, I don't want to see them. And then there's another person like, oh, look who's here. Could be a class reunion, family reunion, wedding. It could just be a lot of different things because there's going to be a lot of different people. But overall, there's unfinished business in relationships, and you're going to be doing some really rockin' business stuff, but you're laying the foundation at this time. That's what this card talks about too. And then this reminds me of that triangle foundation, you know, leading up to the bigger success coming a little bit later down the road. All right, Leos, thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of oh, this is Cancer. I'm sorry if I said Leo at any other time in the reading. There's no need to leave comments about it. We were doing Cancer all along. I'm writing it over here in the Cancer thing. This is the Cancer card. So if I said Leo, it's because of that Leo full moon. That's why, you know, people have slips of the tongue. Okay, happens. Relax, everybody. Okay, so it is the reading for Cancer, and I want to thank you oh so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons, because that lets the YouTube algorithm know that, you know, you do enjoy the content. Remember that you are Love and Beauty Incarnate. Please check out all my other wares. There you can find links below. Oh, by the way, this is going to be coming out in a smaller deck. People have been asking for a long time, and I'm working on it. It'll be out in February. So thank you so much for all your support. Remember that you are Love and Beauty Incarnate, and have the best ever month of February. Sure looks good on all fronts. Love and money both. So till next time. Bye-bye.